Was good. It is August 19th, so I am doing a timeless edition of the Tower Meditation. Meaning, whenever you watch this video, may the message resonate with you at any point in time. So let's just pull in and see what Spirit has to tell us, what medicine we need to receive for today. Ooh, that flipped out. Okay, I'm gonna do something else too. Hold on. I'm gonna couple it with this new deck that I got, which I left the cover in the case upstairs. So don't ask me what it's called because I don't know right now. Yeah, I will post the information later because it's not even on the cards. But what is the crystal medicine that, or the vibration of the crystal medicine that would serve anybody that is watching this video at any point in time? And these cards are, como se, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hexagons. So they're not so easy to shuffle. They're really cute though. And boom. Okay, I'm pulling this out. Which kind of makes sense with the card that was pulled. So let me show you. Today's medicine, or the medicine from whenever you watch this, is the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups comes through in many ways. Knight of Cups could be an offering that is sent to you, an offering of love, an offering of acceptance, an offering of vulnerability, an offering of truth, right, and abundance. But this particular energy of the Knight of Cups can usually foreshadow. What I'm getting is the image of an onion being peeled to its core, right? So this may be a week or the days that are leading up to the new moon in Aquarius. I believe it's a new moon in Aquarius coming up on the 22nd. Don't quote me on that. May be allowing us to dive in deeper than we've ever had before in terms of our inner psyche, in terms of the emotional machinery that we have within us, the reasoning, the logic, the resonance, and that lack thereof. Knight of Cups invites us to explore what makes us us on a heart-based level. You know, what would happen in your life if you led every day living in your heart space rather than trying to logically figure everything out? Logic has its own purpose, and this is not discrediting that. This is not saying shut off your common sense, but this is saying, what would your day be like, and what would be revealed to you, and how synchronistic and fluid would it be? How magical would it be? How seamless and easeful would it be if you were just to trust your vessel, trust your intuition, trust your heart, and led your day based on your truth and authenticity and what resonates with you, what doesn't? Disregarding responsibilities and obligations you need to do. So it's like, I gotta go to work, but my heart's saying I don't want to go to work. Like, we're not talking about that. We're talking about other things that you do have a control over, and really listening. Maybe in a moment in the day, a moment during the day, you you tap into your heart space. You take a moment to breathe and then drop your consciousness down, whatever way, shape, or form that looks like for you. Just place your awareness there and just ask, what am I being guided to do? What's showing up for me in this area? Is there any grief? Is there any heaviness? Do I need to go take a nap? Is it asking me to make a nice fresh meal? Do I need to walk in nature? Is it prompting me to call someone? Is it prompting me to adorn myself with a bunch of oils and love up on myself? Is it prompting me to write the first couple of chapters of that book? Whatever it is saying to you, this is an intuitive component of our intelligence as well. And so what the Knight of Cups is saying, that this may be a week for you to explore your heart space, to explore your vulnerability and your emotions. It is very overwhelming. We already know what's going on. So many things are going on all around the world, and we're all being impacted, whether it's psychically, spiritually, personally, financially, emotionally, fear, what have you. But this is asking you to explore what's coming up for you at this time, you know, including what's going on with the world. But on a personal note, are you just, ¿cómo se dice? Are you just free balling your life on autopilot and not taking the time to process the changes, the downloads, the experiences that you're having? Are you just going from one to the next? Like, are you taking the time to actually sit down and process what's happened in your day and reflect on maybe signs and messages, impulses, different emotions that you've had that are trying to clue you into something? Maybe you're not healed with this. Maybe this needs to be, you know, properly communicated. Maybe you need more support on this end. Maybe you need to not go overboard with work and you need to just play, right? What is coming up for you? For me yesterday, the theme of play was very prevalent throughout the day. Just through taking care of my daughter, just through just holding her and doing Reiki with her and easing her when she was in a state of irritability and could not convey properly her emotions at the time because she was just so wounded up. Once I took the time to really center myself and center her through a lot of affection and love, you know, the message was the importance of play, the importance of imagination, the importance of really holding on to these things, because we are taught as we grow up to disengage in that, to not give credit to these elements that help us invent, that help us to explore, that help us to expand, that help us to manifest, that help us to understand, right? And so that's just an example for me. You may be exploring different themes in your life contingent on what your heart space is telling you and contingent on what you're picking up. You know, maybe you're noticing things in the field around your house. You know, this corner of the house feels cold, it feels dense, it feels sticky. I get the color blue, you know, and the memory of my boyfriend comes up or what have you, you know? So exploring with what is coming up for you in a non-judgmental way and seeing what happens when you do that, seeing what happens when you playfully surrender and you show up with a beginner's mind without any knowledge of what is going to show up for you on a day-to-day basis, on a moment-to-moment, just not knowing what's going to happen and just being eager for the anticipation of blessings and miracles to show up for you, and trying to lead yourself with that sort of mind frame rather than dragging yourself down on the dirt or getting really overwhelmed by insurmountable grief and sadness and this sense of helplessness, you know. Knight of Cups may also be prompting you to help someone else in any shape or form. This could be giving them an affirmation, confirmation, a call, an ear to lean on, right? A hug, a compliment, a suggestion, a recommendation of sorts. Usually, Knight of Cups are somewhat messengers or senders of love, right? Of love, of something that is useful and of value to our heart space. For those that are single, you may see some promising news, or you may feel like you're now more open to the idea of being in a romance or even romancing yourself, or maybe just diving in a little bit more creatively, because this card deals a lot with creativity. Whether it's creating a vision board, a playlist that you can envision you and your future lover doing all sorts of things with, whether you're creating a list of the attributes and characteristics you like your future lover to have and the things that you guys like to embody together on a vibrational scale. Knight of Cups can also be talking about loving up on yourself and going into exploring that a little bit deeper and what that means for you and how you define that and what that may look like on a day-to-day level, whether it's allowing yourself to rest a little bit more and take a nap, whether it's allowing yourself to settle down and savor your day without rushing or feeling anxious, whether it's choosing to not give a fuck for that moment and feeling the freedom that arises from that. It's quite the healing card too. So there are a lot of kind of it's today it's very this is not a logical card. It's all emotional. So finding the right words to convey what I want to express to you has been very challenging for me today, because some of these feelings don't have proper words and adjectives for them. So maybe that's something you're discovering. It's not necessarily labeling what it is that you're feeling, but just acknowledging and recognizing and just being curious and stepping into that curiosity and stepping into that sense of play and being like, I wonder what this is going to reveal to me. I wonder why I feel that way about this person. I don't necessarily know if it's good or bad, but I know Spirit's going to show me something from this. So let me just hang tight, right? That sense of wonder, but also letting go and letting everything be brought to you and revealed to you with ease. I forgot one thing. The vibrational crystal that you guys need is pink halite. And this is so appropriate for our message because it deals with self-love, replenish, and cherish. And the message is vibrating with love. Pink halite allows you to shed layers of negative thought patterns and beliefs as you connect to the essence of your true self. Pink halite helps you embrace new spiritual practices as a way of life, preventing you from picking up bad habits to begin with. With this stone, you will make choices out of self-love, honoring the highest version of yourself and trusting that you will make decisions for your highest good. Pink halite is a natural form of the mineral salt known to cleanse toxins from the aura and replenish one's energy field. Okay, the elemental base is Earth. The signs that may most align with this is Cancer and Pisces.